Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Lord Save Us from K-Rino. This is off of his newest album, 7 Hour Block, and this is his newest music video as well. So I'm super excited to check this out. Thank you to Steve Ryu for suggesting this over in the Discord. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, supporting the channel, getting access to extra content, take a look in the description at the link tree. You'll see it in there. It won't be too difficult. But thank you to everybody that supports so far. And without any further ado, let's get right into this. Let's see what Lord Save Us is all about. Let's see what K-Rino has to say. Let's get it. Ooh. Okay. Nice vibe coming in. Great production so far. This was produced and directed by Tragic. So Tragic's killing it. Shout out, man. But give me some like Dr. Dre, maybe slight Eminem feel on the beat right now. Great sound to it. Beautiful opening here for like the establishing of this video with this gigantic church, or cathedral, or whatever the proper word would be. But let's keep it going.
I know we come to you a lot, but we keep messing up. Lord save us from all the wall makers and fraud capers, and erase the effects of the poison they all gave us. And each day we pray that you take us and reshape us as we race to escape our own snakish behaviors. I'm out the way, that's why.
Okay, nice. So we're almost getting this track from the perspective of a prayer, at least here at the beginning. Lord save us for, or at least from the fraudsters, the corrupt people, save us from our snakish ways and what have you. I know I missed pretty much all the rhymes in there, but we're on the same page. Let's keep it rolling.
From all the wall makers and fraud capers, and erase the effects of the poison they all gave us. And each day we pray that you take us and reshape us as we race to escape our own snakish behaviors. I'm out the way, that's why I'm reluctant to favors. It's hard to love them when you're not even trusting your neighbors. I stay the course daily, hoping myself.
Damn, that's facts. Bring that back right there.
All gave us, and each day we pray that you take us and reshape us as we race to escape our own snakish behaviors. I'm out the way, that's why I'm reluctant to favors. It's hard to love them when you're not even trusting your neighbors.
Yeah, hard. I think he's hitting hard to love when you not even trusting your neighbors. Facts, man. Facts. Trust be expensive these days, man, and people be spending all their money real quick.
Hard to love them when you're not even trusting your neighbors. I stay the course daily, hoping my substance is greater. I'm impatient, but knowing I can't rush the creator. It hurts when my people get swallowed up by the serpent, and thirsting to spend our dollars up with the merchants.
And then swallowed up by the serpent, now referencing, biblically, hell, Satan, the devil, that type of imagery coming in. And we've gotten that mentioned a little bit throughout with, talking about the snakish ways and everything else that has come through.
To spend our dollars up with the merchants, we searching for hope, so we follow them to the churches, but shirking the work so the problems are not reversing too often.
Ooh, hold up. And then the way he flips that rhyme.
Just shirking the work so the.
Bring it back just a little further.
For hope, so we follow them to the churches, but shirking the work so the.
Churches, and then shirking. And I believe he's using shirking here as in like shirking your duties, like essentially like not doing them is my understanding of that word, like letting them lay by the wayside, or however you could put it. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think that's it.
Just shirking the work so the problems are not reversing. Too often we fall because we're too ingrained with caution. Still caught in the thought that conditions change by talking, and take away internal mistrust, jealousy. Plus we need protection from the worst version of us. Lord save us, put trouble behind us. And when that
need protection from the worst version of us, man. Absolutely. 99% of our problems, maybe 100% of our problems are all created by ourselves to some extent.
Lord save us, put trouble behind us. And whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. Whenever we forget the time, quickly remind us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying. Lord save us, put trouble behind us. And whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. Whenever we forget the time, quickly remind us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying. Lord save us from Satan and his.
Great feel on that hook. Love the layering. Nice change in the instrumental. Changes that energy just enough. Gives us a little something catchy. And then dumps us right back in so we can get some more of these bars. Let's hear it.
If we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying. Lord,
oh, and those chimes. Amazing touch on this. I think Tragic must be vibing with the chimes lately because I feel like we've gotten a lot of that type of like sound character throughout the rest of what he's worked on K-Rino with recently.
Getting lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying. Lord save us from Satan and his adamant grip. Same thing, same scene. Each year the calendar flips. More killing, more shots being lit. All from the clip. Queens giving up their body for green, walking the strip. Knowing it's hard, the way that we are, lowered the bar. Best friends for 20 years and now they going to war. We urging the fight. Lot of tension emerging tonight. He's serving for life cause he flipped out and murdered his wife. Dope is advice. How much?
Damn, man. Now just kind of discussing tales, little bits of stories here and there, you know, the friends of 20 years going to war with each other, the man serving life because he killed his wife, you know, these like sinful tales of conflict and what have you.
Best friends for 20 years and now they going to war. We urging the fight, lot of tension emerging tonight. He's serving for life cause he flipped out and murdered his wife. Dope is advice. How much too confusing to call cause there's 50 ways to get high and we using them all. Our sons out here shooting and killing like target practice. Our daughters think it's cool to be half naked and ratchet. People going to prison for
shooting like it's target practice. What, daughters like to be half naked and ratchet? Great rhymes, man. Great delivery and imagery as well. Very vivid pictures he's painting for us here.
Too confusing to call cause there's 50 ways to get high and we using them all. Our sons out here shooting and killing like target practice. Our daughters think it's cool to be half naked and ratchet. People going to prison for actions not even worth it. Others surgically worse when you already made them perfect. How can we reverse the dirtiest things the world's seen? What makes a child commit suicide at 13? Lord save us.
Filthy, man. And he brings it all the way back, bro. It's hard to look at some of these, man. You know, KKK we got here. I imagine, you know, this looks like some other maybe, you know, well, there's feet hanging in the air. I don't know if YouTube is okay with this word, but probably a lynching is what we're looking at right now. You know, again, looks like some fight broke out. Who knows? There's one image in here that just can't nail down.
The dirtiest things the world's seen.
Yeah, right here in between like 9/11 and this shot, we get, you know, one guy, you know, he's strapped up. Who knows where he's at? Maybe school or whatever. Like, oh, just crazy. Kind of bringing it just to all the horrible things that distilled down to some of their like base events that we could use to cast an umbrella with, maybe. Great video work here. And then the bar, let's hear that bar again before it hits that hook.
Think it's cool to be half naked and ratchet. People going to prison for actions not even worth it. Others surgically worse when you already made them perfect. How can we reverse the dirtiest things the world's seen? What makes a child commit suicide at 13? Lord save us for trouble.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Like children committing suicide at 13, the rhyme, the way it hits, and just the way everything comes together. It's horrific in the actual story, but it's beautifully constructed. It does exactly what it's intended to do.
Behind us, and whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. Whenever we forget the time, quickly remind us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying. Lord save us, put trouble behind us. And whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying, Lord save us from excuse making and false blaming.
Yeah. And then I love the way that he uses Lord Save Us as a way to transition out of the hook as well, taking it from that long, more extended, rounder tone, which is also facilitated by that layering and everything we talked about previously, but then bring it back to the verse where it's much sharper, the edges are much more defined on the word, and that just brings us right back in to the rest of his bars. Works great.
Lord save us from excuse making and false blaming, and restrain the anger, filled thoughts that we're entertaining. Block all the dangerous engagements that render us brainless. Refrain us from selling our souls just to be famous. Understand me, I know that we not as good as we can be.
That's something I've always been curious about, man. Like the selling your soul to be famous trope, story, the legend of it, even maybe. Like, I would, I feel like you can't know what it is unless you end up in a situation where they trying to do it to you. But I'm just so curious, like, what is that really like? What is it talking about? Like, signing a contract where you sign away all your masters and the label has control over what you can say and all that stuff? Or are we talking more like, big owl statues and effigies and like baby blood and all that noise? Like what's the real level that happens in the world of that?
Our souls just to be famous, understand me. I know that we not as good as we can be, so grant me a transformation for me and my family while breaking the grip of the vices we keep chasing, replacing the ways that lead to incarceration. We love them, so cover the babies up from destruction and crush any predators try to touch and corrupt them. May we defeat the egregious deceitfulness of the TV. Help us retreat from the evil mischievous acts we repeat when grieving. Relieve all the pain.
Bro, great schemes too. Great delivery. The flow, obviously, nothing too crazy, but a lot of great diction, awesome word choice, compound rhymes coming, just very well paced so you can follow along, hear everything he's saying, but he also has that time to fit those more complex concepts in there.
We love them, so cover the babies up from destruction and crush any predators try to touch and corrupt them. May we defeat the egregious deceitfulness of the TV. Help us retreat from the evil mischievous acts we repeat when grieving. Relieve all the pain from us completely. Believe me, it's harder for us, but for you it's easy. All the poverty, depression, and hunger when times are roughest show up and snatch us up from the clutches of this injustice. Lord save us, put trouble behind us, and whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. Whenever we forget the time, quickly remind us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying, Lord save us, put trouble behind us. And whenever we...
And then the snare specifically adds a great element to the drums, and then the rest of the instrumental just by virtue of that, where most of the track is fairly round. The bass drum, it's there, it's present, but it's not singing over top of anything. The piano is great, is nice, adds some lacy bits up in the top, keeps that melody going. But then the snare has this real snappy quality to it where it just kind of punches through very slightly and gives that extra bit of punch. And then you have that lining up with the bars and K's delivery and everything else. And it really just, that head nod just becomes like instinctual at a certain point. It's beautiful.
Put trouble behind us, and whenever we lose sight, take off our blinders. Whenever we forget the time, quickly remind us. And if we get lost, find us and realign us. We tired of crying.
That's when you make me rise up, or the God in me. I don't like nobody to think you can buy me. Nothing, 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 nothing. You gotta be right and stand up for righteous principles.
And then I really didn't appreciate till the end here, but that plucked guitar, definitely what gave me that like Eminem type of feel, Dr. Dre type of feel at the beginning. But then the bass line and the way that lines up with the kicks and helps to emphasize the drums while also pairing against the melody. Beautiful work here, man. I mean, Tragic has just been destroying every track I've heard so far. And K as well has been destroying every track that Tragic has produced for him. Beautiful work.
And don't bend on that principle, die on that principle before you let somebody make you give up what is right for a few dollars.
Lord save us.
Oh, nice snappy cut at the end. That's icy, bro. That sample with the preacher talking fits perfectly with the theme of the rest of the track. Just fantastic construction here, man. The music video, the lyrics, the beat, and then you bring it all together and you get this whole new meaning derived from everything combined. Beautiful work. K-Rino, Lord Save Us, produced and directed by Tragic. Thank you again to Steve Ryu for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.